Can you guys hear me now? Okay. So in the last lecture we discussed about what we have discussed, the Linux commands, right? Let me do one thing. Let's continue that. So we discussed about some of the important and okay. Let's do one thing. I'll share my screen. Let me start the machine once. Open the Oracle VirtualBox. I'll start your machine. So we have created this machine and here only we are running our commands. So let me start that. Let's log in with Oracle. Now my password is Oracle. Okay, so in the last lecture we discussed about the VI editor. We discussed about all the Linux command related, like how to create a directory, how to remove directory, how to copy a file, how to create empty files, touch command, cd, mkdir, rm, cp-r, all those things we have discussed in the last lecture. In today's lecture we'll try to understand about how to create a user and how to provide the permissions to the users. Okay, let me open a screen. I'll close it. Okay, so basically we are trying to understand about the user management in Linux operating system. Okay, so what is user? The user is basically, it is like, you are providing some username and password so that it can connect to your Linux operating system. Like say here, like this is my Linux operating system and I'm connecting to this Linux operating system by using a user called Learnomate. So Learnomate is my user, and for all the users you will have a password, correct? So basically in real-time production environment or normally in your daily life also, whenever you are logging to the Gmail, Facebook or anywhere, you need to provide your credentials, right? You need to provide your username and password. Similar way, we are going to create a user so that this user can access this Linux operating system. So some user will be getting created automatically, like Learnomate, root user. These are the users which we have created at the time of installation itself. But let's say I want to create some user like U1, U2, all these user I want to create. So how to create that? Any user, whatever you want to create, it can be created by using a root user, because root is a super user. He only have access to create a new user. So how to create a user and how to verify whether the user is created or not? Let me open a terminal. So I'll open a terminal and I'm doing something like, okay, first of all I need to log in with root user. So I'll switch root user is, I got logged in here. Now let me create a user. So you can say add user, username. So I'm creating one user, add user, username. I'm creating one user with the name U1. Enter. Now it is asking the password of U1. Password of U1 is U1 only. Let's enter password one more time. Enter, enter, enter. Do you want to save? Yes. Done. So we have created a user with the name U1. How to verify whether the user got created or not? Like you created a user, I want to verify. Cat /etc/password is the command to check the users. So if you open this file, password file, whatever user you have created till now, all the user details you will find it over here. Like you can see here, I have created one user. I have created one user with the name U1, and you can see the entry over here, and this is a bash profile of this user. So we have a user called U1, Learnomate. Some users got created automatically. Among that we are using a user called, which user? A root user also we are using. So whatever user you are going to create in future, all those users you will find it under this password file. Okay, so I'm just opening that file. now if you want to create a user on your own, you can create a user like this. Now let's say I want to log in with that user, so I can do one thing, power up, let's say I'll do switch user. We have option called switch user, and if I press enter now here, so earlier I was having only one user was there, like learnovate user was there. Now you can see there is a user called u1. If I enter the password of u1, now you can see the desktop of u1 here. So learnovate desktop and u1 desktop both are different, okay, even though it is a desktop, but both are different. So you can see here that now u1 user got connected, he got logged into the Linux operating system, and he can do anything whatever he want to create a files, anything he can do that, provided he should have a permissions to do all those things. He should have a permission. So see here, like on learnovate desktop you were able to see lot of files and folder here, but under u1 you are not having anything here, just a blank, nothing is there, right? So this desktop and that desktop is completely different. Now let me go back, I'll go here, power up, switch user. I will again log in with learnovate. Okay, learnovate password is Oracle. So this is the way we create a user, so that every user will have their own credentials, own password. You don't need to use a single username and password. Okay, so we created this user like this. Similar way we are going to create a user in database also, whether it is a PostgreSQL database or whether it is a your Oracle database. We are going to see this user management in future also. This is one more concept, we called it as a group here. Okay, so what is group? Group is basically a set of users. So let's say I created one group with the name DBA. Under this group you can add your users like u1, u2, u3. These are all users you can add under this group. I created a DBA group. Under this DBA group you can create this u1, u2 and u3 like this. Okay, so that's the case guys, that's the case. We have a DBA group and then we have a user called u1, u2 and u3. Then we have a user called u1, u2 and u3. Okay, so that's how it is working. How to create a group now? Okay, but this if you want to create a group, you can say group add and group name. Let's say my group name is DBA, and under this group I want to add this user, so I'll say user mode. I want to modify the user, -a I want to append, -g under which group I want to append it under DB group, to whom? u1 user. So you can do like this. Okay, you can do like this. You cannot add multiple users at a time. If you want to do that, you need to write down a separate shell script, and that way it is possible. Let me show you. So let me clear the screen. First of all, I need to log in with root user here. How to create a group? So you can say group add group name. What is the group name? DBA. I created this group, but this group is empty. If I just open this file cat/etc/ there is a file called /etc/group. There you can verify whatever group that you have created. If I go here, I can see here that there is a group I created with the name DBA, but it is blank, it's completely blank here, nothing is there. What I want to do, I want to add now user to this group. So I'll say group add. No, what is the command I said? User mode -a -g. What is the group name? DBA. Which user you want to add? u1. Now whenever you are adding the user should be already exist. Now we have a user called u1. If I verify it under the group file, you can see here that there is a DBA group. Under this DBA group, u1 is there now. If I try to add one more user, let's say I'll try to add u2. I'm getting the error message like u2 does not exist, because we do not have a user with the name u2. So that user should be already exist. So I can create a user, add user u2. U2 password is u2. Enter. Say yes. Now u2 user I can add. See here. Now if I try to open that /etc/group, no, /etc/group na, which can you see? We created DBA, under that u1 and u2 are there. So basically, whenever you want to create a group, you can create a group, and under that group you can add a user. Why I'm creating a group? Let me tell you the reason. The main reason to create a group is like whatever permissions I'm going to give to the group. Let's say I'm giving read write permissions or read write execute permissions to the group, so automatically that permissions will be given to the u1, u2 and u3 also. The permissions that I'm giving it to the group, automatically it will go here. So if I add one more user here in future, automatically the permissions will be given to the u4 user also. So centralized level permissions you can give. It is group is like, you know, WhatsApp group. If I want to pass on any message, I'll pass on the message to the group, and automatically the message will be passed on to all the users which are the part of that group. So that's the way it is happening. Understood, everyone? Is it clear? Let me know. Now let's do one thing. Let's try to understand about the permissions now. Okay. Let's try to understand about permissions. You guys start doing this practice, okay? Because at the time of database administration, these are all commands we are going to use, and that time you guys should not be getting confused. Okay, so these commands are very important. Okay, so I'm just giving, if I delete the group, what will happen? Right, let's say I'll show you how to delete a group. So let's say I want to delete a group, user del DBA. I'm deleting this group. Done. No, not you. ग्रुप को कैसे डिलीट करते? Done. So I have deleted group now. Okay. Group del is a command to delete a group. User del is the command to delete a user. If I go here, I don't see that group here. Now, what will happen to that user? The user will still there. The user will be still there. The user will not be deleted. So if you think that if I delete a group, the user will get deleted, no. User will be still there. Okay. And if you want to delete a user del u2, you can delete a user like this. So if you check here, set etc / password, you are not able to see u2 user now. Only u1 user is there. Okay. Okay, so we'll discuss about the permissions. Any questions so far before I go to the permission? Now what I will do, let's try to understand about the permissions, which are again very important part, specific to the database administration, very important. So let's see that. So basically there are three type of permissions are there. We have in Linux operating system, we are providing read level permissions, write level permissions, and execute level permission. There are three type of permissions we are giving. Okay. What is mean by read, write, and execute? Like, you know, how to give that, correct? Read, write, and execute permissions. So there are three type of permissions are there: read, write, and execute level permissions are there. Okay, let's see that now. So what is meant by read permissions? Read permissions means, like, let's say I have one file, so I can just read this file. Read means like you can use cat command, you can use vi command. That is a read level permission, means you can read the content of the file. Write level permissions means you are going to insert something, means you are going to update something. This execute is basically related to the shell script. Like, let's say you have written some shell script which is related to the automation, and you want to execute that shell script. So for that you need to have execute level permissions. Okay, so this is coming under the automations and all. So if you have any shell script or any automation script is there and you want to execute that, so sometimes like you are going to write down some automation script, like, okay, I want to take the backup of database. Let's say my server should be down, means server should be shut down automatically in the night. So this type of automation you can do, and for that, in order to execute that, you need execute level permissions. So these permissions we are giving it to the user, then we are giving it to the group, and we are giving it to the other people. Other means the user is basically the owner of file. Let's say I got logged in with LearnMate user, okay, and I created this oracle.txt file. Let's say I fire the command like touch oracle.txt. So oracle.txt file owner will be LearnMate, because he only created that. He is the owner of. So you can give permissions to the owner, means user, the person who is the owner of that file. You can give read write permissions to this. You can give permission to the group. You can give permission to the person who is not owner also, who is not in group also, other person, third person. But basically we should not give more permission to the other people, because they are not good for security point of view. So how it is happening? Okay, so whenever you want to give the permission, you can give the permission by using a command like chmod. Chmod is the command to provide the permissions. These permissions you can give in the form of like u plus, means I want to give the permissions to the user. Which permissions? Read, write, execute. Chmod u plus read, write, execute to which file? abc.txt. Means to the abc.txt file, you are giving which permissions? Read, write, execute permissions. To the abc.txt file you are giving read, write, execute permissions. To the abc.txt file you are giving read, write, execute permissions. That's how it works. Okay, what else? Let's say I want to give permissions to the group, so I'll say chmod g plus read, write, abc.txt. So abc.txt I'm giving read, write permissions only. I'm not giving execute permissions. Chmod, similar way, chmod o plus read, write, execute permissions to the abc.txt. So this is the way you are giving permission to the user, group, and other person. If you want to remove the permission from user, similar way, instead of chmod u plus, you need to mention chmod u minus whatever permission you want to remove. Let's say I want to remove the permissions like read and write. So he will have only execute permission, abc.txt. Similar way, g minus and o minus, means plus means you are giving permissions, g means minus means you are removing the permission. So you can give the permission separately also. I'll show you one example how to read the permissions. Like if I go here, switch user LearnMate cd desktop clear ls hyphen alert. Now see the permissions of big.txt file. You can see here first three, read, write, execute. Read, write permissions I am giving to the user. Second three is related to the group. Third three is related to the other. So on big.txt file, this permission is there, read, write. So let me write down here. So these permissions, if you write it here, we are giving this permission to the user, group, and other. What permission is there? To the user, read, write permission is there. Execute is not there. That is the reason it is dash. To the group, it is having read, write permission dash, and other is having read permission only. These permissions are not there. Write and execute is not there. If I want to change the permission, I can change the permission by using chmod command. How to change? Like let's say I want to change the permission, so I can say chmod. I want to give full permission, so I'll say I can give full permission to the user only. Whenever you want to give full permissions to the user only, you can say I want to give read, write, execute to big.txt. So if I do ls-lrt now, see here the big.txt user is having now a read, write, execute permissions. Similar way I can give it to the g. Similar way I can give it to the other. I'll give read permission already have na, so I'll give write permissions only. If I say here, see read was already there, I have given the write permissions and execute. So whatever permission you want to give to or specific to the user, group and other, you can give like that. If you want to remove, let's say you are saying O minus, means you are removing write permissions from other. So if you go here, there is no write permissions to the other now. Very simple, right? So you can give the permission like this also. There is one more way is there, which normally we use. If I want to give permissions, you can give the permission based on number, like read, write, execute. So what is the read? 4, 2, 1. Total is 7. So basically if I say chmod 777 abc.txt. So what is this 7? Read, write, execute. What is this 7? Read, write, execute. What is this 7? Read, write, execute. To whom I am giving this permission? User, group and other. So within this single shot, you are giving full permissions to the user, group and other. If I say chmod 765 on abc.txt. So what is this 7? Read, write, execute. What is this 6? Tell me guys, what is 6? Which permission it is? 6 means read, write. So 6 is basically read and write. And other mean this other is having which permission? Read and execute. So this permission is for user, this permission is for group, this permission is for other. So within this single shot, you can give the permissions to the user, group and other. But if you want to give it to the only user, only group, only other, chmod u plus u minus you can do. So if I want to give full permissions, I can do like this. Chmod, I'll say 765, which file? abc.txt. If you check abc.txt file now, see here it is 765. Can you read it? Read, write, execute means 7. Read, write means 4 plus 2, 6. Read and execute 4 plus 1, 5. So you can give the permission like this also. Is it clear, everyone? Understanding? I'm just doing the recap, okay? I'm expecting that you people have already gone through the previous recording, and I just thought like give some recap to you quickly. Okay, just to brush up your Linux and SQL knowledge. Okay, so that when we are going to learn this, when we are going to fire this command on database, so you people should be aware about it. Let me know if you have any questions. chmod. ठीक है. Okay, if you want to give the permissions to the main folder as well as all the folders which are available under that main folder, like see these permissions I am giving it to the file only. File does not contain anything, means any other folder. But let's say I am giving a permissions to the opt1, and opt1 contain some other folders or some other files. I want to inherit those permissions, means the opt1 and all the files which are available under that opt1. So same command you can use, chmod -r recursively 765 opt1. So what will happen? 765 permission will be of OPT1 also. If you check the permission, see it is 765. But if you go inside the OPT1, their permission also will be 765 only. See here. So hyphen R you need to mention. What do you need to mention? Hyphen R. Only the owner of folder or the root user can change the permissions. Only the owner, means who is the owner here? Okay, if you see this for big.txt, learnermate is the owner, this is the owner, and this is a group. If you see here for abc.txt, learnermate is the owner and this is a group. So many times we are in a situations where we need to change the owner also. Like let's say I want to change the owner of this big.txt to some other user. So I can run the command like ch, like I'll go to the desktop, ls-lrt. If I go here, ch own, I want to change the owner. Who is the new owner? u1. Who is the new group? Let's say we have a group called DBA. For which file? big.txt. When I'm running this command, DBA group we don't have. cat/etc. How to check the group?
We deleted that group.
Acha, we deleted that group. Acha, I'll do one thing. I will log in with root. I'll create a group, add DBA. Done. I'll create some user. What is the command to you create a user? What was that command? Add user, na? Add user. U1 already exists. Acha, let's create U2 also. Acha, fine. I'll do one thing. Switch user learnermate. Okay, now let's do one thing. Same command. ch1 is the command to change the owner. Who is the new owner? Let's say I want to give the owner to u1 user. Who is the group? DBA. For which file? big.txt. When I'm running this command, I'm getting the error message like you cannot change the ownership. Ownership cannot change by the owner also. We need to log in with which user? Root user. So in that case, I'll say ch1. u1 is the new owner. DBA is the group. For which file? big.txt. If I do ls-lrt big.txt, see here. Now who is the owner? u1. Who is the group? DBA. Why we are doing that? Because normally in Oracle database administration, your Oracle database files will be owned by Oracle user and the group will be DBA or oinstall. So Oracle is strictly saying that my file should be owned by Oracle user only. In PostgreSQL also, it is strictly mentioned that your file should be owned by Postgres user only and owner should be Postgres. So that's the reason we need to change the ownership of the files and folder. How to change the file ownership of folder recursively? Let's say I want to change the file ownership of dir3, means I have a folder called dir3 and for everyone I want the owner to be u1. So you can do like this. If I do ls-lrt dir3 everything, now I don't have anything here. See here, for dir3 we have the new owner called u1 and DBA. If we have anything available under this file, for that also the owner will be u1 and DBA only, because we mentioned ch1-r recursively. So basically, whenever you want to change the permissions, we have a command like chmod. Whenever you want to change owner, you have a chown. You have some other commands also, like let's say you want to change only group. So we have a command like chgrp also. chgrp means it will only change the group. But this command will change your owner also and change your group also. If you want to provide the permission recursively, chmod-r, ch1-r, change the owner also recursively. That is also there. Clear, everyone? Okay, let me know if you have any questions. ch own chgrp. That's very important. So that's all about the permissions, because these two commands are very important, especially when we are talking about the database administration also. Not only database administration, in future, wherever you go, whatever technologies, this concept is really helping and really helpful actually. Okay, so it's a good idea that you people are understanding it. Now, few more commands are there in Linux. Like let's say I want to search something. Let's say we have a command called find. This is mainly useful whenever you want to search something. Whenever you want to search, so that time we can use this find command. How to use that? Okay, now how to use that? What is search? Search means, like, let's say I'm searching here, right? Let's say I'm searching with anything. So whatever I'm typing, let's say I'm typing WA, so WhatsApp is coming, right? So whenever I want to search something in Linux operating system, we have a command called find. So what do you want to search? Let's say I want to search a file with the name find. Where you want to search? I want to search under user1 with the name, and name of the file you need to mention. Let's say my file name is abc.txt. So abc.txt is the file I want to search. abc.txt is the file I want to search with this name. Under where? Under user1. So any person who is searching, he should have a permissions to go inside this user1. Let's say I don't know the location of any txt file. I'll do one thing. I'm here, clear. If I say find, where you want to find? I want to find under desktop location. Let's say I'll mention. Okay, now let me do one thing. Switch user learn. I'll say find under desktop folder, hyphen name. Which file you want to search? I want to search with the file name oracle.txt. When I'm running this command, see here, it has told me that under desktop there is a folder called oracle.txt. If I copy this folder and if I try to open that file, see, I can open that file. If you mention, okay, I want to search under, let's say, /home, under /home, I want to search a file with the name pqr.txt. No, not cat, same command. Where I want to search? /home/learnomet here. So it is giving you find. See, it is giving you complete path. Wherever you want to find, na, you can find like this also. Yeah, grep command also you can use. Grep is normally used when you want to search any particular pattern into the file. I'll talk about that. So find command is mainly useful when you want to search. You can find all the files which are started with star.txt. Star means all the files which are ended with txt. So see here, I got so many files here. These are all files which are ended with txt. Any file which contain the txt extension, star means any name. The name can be anything, but it should be ended with txt. I need that. So you can do like this also. So find have multiple things. You can find directory, you can find files. Many commands are there. So, but did you understand the basics of find? How it is happening? Everyone, any question here? Is it clear or not? Guys, everyone clear na? Okay. Grep I'll discuss. Grep is mainly useful when you want to search some pattern into the file. Like let's say I have this file is there. I'll copy. Now if I open this file, I have see so many contents are there, right? So I don't want to search everything. I want to see only the line which contain Oracle, or I want to see the line which contain which contain create statement. Okay. So what I will do, I'll say grep. I'll grep it. What do you want to grep? So I want to grep select SELECT, or I want to grep only the create statement. Okay. We have create in which file? and my file is available here. What was the location here? Copy, paste. So if we go here, see here, so it has shown only the lines which contain create now. But sometimes, you know, this create can be small letter also, right? Let's say it is small letter, create, CREAT, then it will not show you. So what you need to mention here, grep -I, grep -I. So it will be ignoring the case sensitivity, whether it is a capital small letter, it will show you grep -I. So grep is mainly useful when you want to search a pattern into the file. Pattern means, let's say I want to search something like that. So you can do like this also. Let me try this grep to check the location. Let's say we have /home /learnermate. What you said, you want to search oracle.txt. It is not searching like this. File is there, but it is not searching with this. So grep is mainly useful when you want to search a pattern into the file. When you want to search a pattern into the file. Okay, that's how this grep command works. Okay. Let me know if you. So we are going to use this grep find normally in DBA. Okay. So if someone is asking in the interview also, especially for freshers, they will try to ask you some questions like what is find command, what is grep command. So find command is mainly useful when you don't know the location of files or folder and you want to search that file or folder. That time you can use find. Grep is mainly useful when you want to search any particular pattern into the file. So that time you can use grep command. Okay. So normally in DBA or in where many times, like, you know, you need to delete all this trace file and all this audit file. So based on the extension we need to delete that. So we can do that. Okay. One few more commands are there related to the, you know, kind of networking. Let's say somebody is asking in interview, what is my host name? Every machine will have a name. Like if I check host name, my host name is learnermate-virtualbox. So that is the name of my machine. That is the name of my machine. So every server will have a name and every server will have an IP address. So if I say host name -I, this is the IP address of my machine. So we are going to connect to the server by using the IP address only. Okay. So host name is the command to check the host name -I, or you can also use ifconfig command. Here it is not working because we need to install that package actually, but in Oracle Linux it will work. ifconfig also to check the IP address of your machine. One more thing is, if I want to know what all processes are running on my Ubuntu operating system, like many times, you know, we have a task manager here in my Windows. Similar way, if you do ps-ef, if you fire this, you can see all the processes which are running here, right? You can see all the processes. But let's say I open the Firefox and I want to know only the Firefox related processes. Okay, here a lot of processes are coming now. I don't want to see all those. I want to see only the processes which are related to the Firefox. So now I started a Firefox. So Firefox related process I want to. So you can say grep and you can mention Firefox, something like this. So see here, only the Firefox means this browser related processes you can see now. Grep means I want to search. Whenever you want to combine two commands, now this is a separate command, this is a separate command, but I want to do ps-ef and I want to grep it. Yes, I want to search it. So that is also possible. So normally in DBA we are going to see this ps-ef grep pmon, ps-ef grep postgres. So we will do that. So it will not show you all the processes. It will show you only the database related process there. Okay. So I'll show you this practically. That's how it works. Any command which you want to learn, which you think that we can see, like, because the frequently used command we have already seen. But if you have anything in your mind, let me know. Let me cross it. ए डब्ल्यू के बड़ा डिफिकल्ट है, मेरे को भी नहीं आता वो, थोड़ा प्रैक्टिस करना पड़ेगा उसका. ए डब्ल्यू के is mainly useful, I believe, when you want to do some manipulations with your strings. That time, let me see some example. We'll try to do together. Generally in shell scripting, or when you want to play with the string, that time we can use. Okay, so AWS anything which is done by the AWK can be done by other commands also. Fine. Okay, let's take an example. I created one file with the name VI. Let's say Oracle .txt. I created this file. Let me do one thing. Let me remove this content. I deleted this. Let me insert some command. Arey yaar, I cannot copy paste. Acha, do we have any machine here? I'll show you some other machines. Copy paste is not working. September Postgres, which machine I can take? I'll stop this machine. I'll start another machine where November Oracle. Okay, let me start this my DBA machine. Okay, there I'll show you. Mm. 2 minutes, guys. I'm just coming back. Let me start this machine. Okay, I'm back now. All right, so okay. So what I will do, I'll just take the remote of my server. This is the Oracle Linux which I'm using now. How to install it and all, I'll discuss about that in our class. Okay, don't worry about that. As of now, just forget about it. I'm there. Let me log in with Oracle. Okay, so I'll create one file with the name data.txt. So I'll say va data.txt. I'll do one thing. I'll insert some content there. So I got some content here. Save it. So if you see this content, what I want to do, I'll consider that this is my kind of column. I'll consider this as a column. First column, second column, third column, fourth column. Let's say I'm in a situations where I don't want to print all the content. I want to print some specific content. Specific content means I want to print only the column number 1 and column number 2. I want to print only the column number 1 means 101 and John. So this details I want to print. So by using the awk command, you can do like this. So if I say, so see here, awk is the command. I want to print. What I want to do, I want to print the column number 1 and column number 2 from which file? Data.txt. So we have so many contents are available here, right? But it has not printed everything. It has not printed like DB and 5000 because we mentioned $1 and $2. So that is the reason. That is how you can do that. Let's take an example. I want to print only the last column. So we have a separate command here. By using the awk command, you can mention $nf data.txt. So it will only print the last column. This is the last column. How it is considering it as a separate column by using a space. By using a space, so it will consider like, okay, it is a separate column. Now let's take an example. I want to know only the record which is containing DBA. Which record it is containing DBA? This one. So if I say awk, in the third column there is something called DBA. So you can do like this. So basically this is like, SQL kind of select star from table name, where conditions and all those things is possible with the help of grep command. You can add the line number also. Let's say if I do like this, so by using this you can add line number like 1 2 3 4 5. Again, these are all things can be done by using the VI editor also. Okay. So basically this awk is mainly useful when you are in a situations where you want to play with your strings. Okay. So that time these awk commands are quite important. But as a DBA, yeah, if you are playing with some shell scripting or automation, that time we can do that. What else we have? Top command. So these are some 40, like around 40-50 commands we have seen. Acha, if you want to know what are all top processes which are consuming my CPU memory, you can use top command. So there is a user with the name Oracle which is consuming your more CPU. As of now it is root. So whenever you are in a situation you want to know like what is your percentage of CPU used, how much memory it has used, how much swap it has used, so you can use by using a command like top. So top will tell you about what are all top queries or top sessions are there which are consuming your maximum CPU. So this top command is quite useful when you are talking about the performance of your databases. So these are all generic commands, not only for Oracle or Postgres. These are some 50 commands are there. 40-50 command I think we have gone through. It is like we are useful for Oracle also, Postgres also, both are same. Okay. So this command we are going to use in Oracle also, Postgres also. That is the reason we have combined this for Linux and SQL. Achha, few more commands are there. Like let's take an example. I have some big file is there. Let me copy some content. I need to line up data. So I'll do one thing. I'll create one file vi test.txt. Let me insert some record here. Let's say these are the records. I inserted some 40-50 records here. Okay. Now, okay, all are unique only. Now I have some records coming from Pune, Nashik. Okay, let's do one thing. I'll save it. Now if I want to open the file, we have a command like cat test.txt. So cat is the command to open a file like this. So it will open a file on your terminal only. Let's say I want to open a file by using a command like head. Means I want to open only top 10 lines. So I'll say head hyphen 10. What's the file name? So it is test.txt. Test.txt. So head command will open only top 10 lines head. If I want to change 20 30, you can do that. Instead of head, if you want to tail means last 10 line, so you will see only last 10 line. Head is top, tail is last. Let's say this file is getting changed in the real time and you want to see the real time data. There is something called tail-100 app test.txt. So this will show you the real time changes which are coming into this file. 100 means last 100 line, it will show you. So this is mainly useful when you want to tail your alert log file, because your log file will be getting changed. I'll discuss about that. I'll show you practically. As of now, this file is not changing, so nothing is coming here. So if someone is changing this file, you can see the real time changes over here, tail command. You can also use a command like more test.txt. More will open a file like this in percentage. If you press enter, slowly it will show you the file like this. If you want to open a file in pages, you can use less test.txt, and then you can run your this next command is there on your keyboard, page up, page down. This command you can use, page up, page down. This command also you can use. So these are some of the commands are there which are mainly useful when you want to open a file. Cat is there, head is there, tail is there, more, less. This command you can use. Tail is very important. Tail something like which we use in DBA also. So tail is important. Cat also we use, but when it is a very small file we can use cat. When it is a big file, VEditor also you can use to open a file if you don't want to make the changes also. So these are some frequently used commands are there. Is there kill? So if you want to kill any process, like let's take an example. So let's say we have ps-ef. I have all the processes which are running here, right? So you can see so many processes. So every process will have a process ID. So there is a process like this, some random process is there, which is the process ID. This is the process ID. So every process, whatever you are going to start now, every process will have a process ID. Consider that I want to kill this process, SSHD. I want to kill this process. So I'll say kill -9 and that the process ID. So that process will be killed. I don't want to kill that now, but whenever you are in situations where you want to kill any process, you can kill the process by using command like kill -9 and the process ID. Provided that process should be like you should have a permissions there. Like this process is owned by root user. So if my Oracle user will try to kill, he will get the error message like operation not permitted. So only the permitted user can kill it. How to check the owner of that process? You can see here, this was owned by root, this is owned by this Oracle user. So this way you can do. Achha, one more command is there. Let's say I want to know what all df-h. Can you tell me what is this command about? Can you tell me what is this command about? What is this? So this will show you about the usage of your, this will show you the usage of your mount point. We have a mount point with the name root /. Now if I want to know what is, how much space is available in this root mount point, we total space is 103, used is 52 GB, available is 52. If I want to know only about specific df-h /, so it will show you only about the root only. So if your manager is asking, okay, can you check how much space is available on your mount point level? We called it as a mount point. So on my root mount point, I have 52 GB spaces available. If you want to know how much size it has consumed by files, you have a command like du-sh star. So this will show you, okay, there is a file called data.txt. This is of size 4 KB. This is of size 32 KB. Total dot, the total is 140 KB has been used. So du-sh is the command to check how much space has been utilized by your files and folders. And df-h will talk about the mount point level space available. So mount point means this is like a C drive, D drive. These are all my mount points actually in Windows. In my Windows, I can see that, okay, in my C drive I have 100 GB space is available, 200 GB space is available. These are all my mount points are there. Similar way, we have a command like df-h. If you want to know that how much time it has uptime, so my this server is running from last 12 minutes, because 12 minutes back only I started this server now the current timing is 9:33. So uptime will show you when this server has been started. Okay, that ifconfig command I was talking about ifconfig. So that will show you how much, what is the IP address of your machine. So IP address of my machine is 192.168.56.50. You can also use hostname command here, hostname -i. That will also show you the same output. Okay, so that's all about the Linux command. Okay, we have done the quick recap of this all Linux command. Please go through that, try to understand, try to do some practice on your own on your personal laptop. So from tomorrow we will start with the SQL. So similar way we will go with the SQL recap also. You already have a video, please go through that, and here we will see all those things practically again. Okay, quickly we'll go through that. And from next week we will start with our Oracle DBA. So Oracle DBA will be in your morning batch as scheduled, and then PostgreSQL batch will be scheduled on your evening batch. Evening means your that, what is the timing we have? 7 to 8 p.m. Okay, so this week we will try to close SQL also, and then from Monday we will start with our database administration. Oracle will be in morning, PostgreSQL will be in evening. Okay, everyone, clear? Any questions? Okay, understood this recap, Linux recap? What do you think? You people are comfortable with already Linux, you are quite new to this Linux? What about SQL? You guys are new, completely new, nothing, I don't know about the ABCD of SQL or Linux, or you people are quite aware about this? Tell me something so that I'll get to know.
I don't know about SQL, sir.
Nothing, clearly. Okay. Okay. I'll take a poll actually, so I'll get to know. Okay. I'll get to know. Okay. We just need the basic of SQL and basic of Linux. Okay, that's more than enough actually. Okay. If you know the basic of SQL and basic of Linux, that's more than enough. Okay. So from next week, okay, we'll start with, as I said, we'll start with our DBA part. Okay, so both the batch will be separated. Thank you. Okay, let's connect tomorrow. We'll start with SQL. Okay, thank you guys. Bye.